What up, dudes? Ya estoy aquí detrás en backstage con Franz Ferdinand, con Julian and Paul. How are you guys?
We're really good. Yeah, happy to be in Monterey. Looking forward to
Nice.
playing.
I can tell that you're like really relaxed. You know, what's like the ritual before the show?
Um, it's really boring.
It's really boring. Well, that's the reality.
There's no mystique at all. We just sit around and don't
Wait.
and generally not talking to each other. So
It's like we will imagine something else. Like maybe there's like a really big party and stuff. You know.
I have to turn off every light switch I see on and off exactly 17 times. Otherwise, the show will be bad.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You're saving the party.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, guys, this is not your first time in Mexico. This is, but maybe it's your. It's your first time in Mexico.
yeah.
Like you haven't been in other place. This is.
No, my first time.
But it's first time in Monterey, right?
no, third time in Monterey.
Okay, third time, first time. How are you feeling with your first time in Monterey?
It's very cool. It's very cool. It's always nice to be in Mexico and have like the love of the fans because they're very enthusiastic about the band. And for me, who's like quite new to the band, it's awesome to have them come up and be so excited for the show and enthusiastic about what we're doing. So it's great. Yeah.
But you won't have time like to be like being visiting places. There's no time for that, right?
Not really. We went to a shopping mall today, but it just looked like a shop mall in any city. So
Well, I will ask you about your. You have a tour including Guadalajara, Mexico City, but this is a festival. Are you thinking about coming back for a concert of Franz Ferdinand here in Monterey?
I mean, we would like to, but people in other countries keep asking us to come and play their countries as well, and there's only so many days in the year. So, I mean, I would love to come back to Monterey and play a proper show. It's quite difficult for us. We're only playing for an hour, so it's quite difficult with like 5 albums to play like 60 minutes worth of songs. So
There's a lot of fans asking for the song Outsiders.
We're on the list, like at the last of the list, right?
Yeah. They're like, oh, you got to play the song. You got to play the song. We're like, oh, we've only got an hour. I'm sorry. You know.
Well, hopefully you can play like some of the songs that we're waiting for because it's 3 years now, so it's a long time. So let's see. Always Ascending is your new album, and do you know that the slogan of the festival is Always Ascending? This festival.
is it?
Yeah.
What was that before the album? Really?
Since the very first festival, they're like Pal Norte, Always Ascending.
All right, I had no idea.
But now it's like a mixture and everything.
Steal it.
No, I know you didn't. But why? What can you tell me about this new album and the evolution of the music of Franz Ferdinand?
Yeah, I mean, it's evolved kind of tenfold in the last 3 years because there's new members in the group, so that's kind of changed the sound, having these different personalities involved. So yeah, it's a little bit different now in a good way.
It's something about Franz Ferdinand, really special and specific. But in this new album, we can still like feel the essence of Franz Ferdinand. How do you manage that? I mean, because it's really different, as you say, but we can always recognize like this is Franz Ferdinand, even if people don't. Too.
As a new person in the band, I was doing my best to try and erase all signs of Franz Ferdinand. No, it's not true. That's not true. It was. I guess like the sound of the band is the people that are in it, and a lot of the attitudes that we have creatively to what we're doing. And it was good for me to come in and just be myself, and then kind of integrate with the band, and we made something the same but different.
And did you ever feel inspired by like doing your music, by any new music you have heard, or do you just get like really close on your own thing, not listening to anything else?
I mean, everything you soak up inspires you in some way. So it could be some music that we heard, or a film we watched together, or a conversation we had, or an anecdote, or a joke, or a book, or just like a day we spent together. It all filters in and comes out as music, kind of.
Because I say this because there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and many artists get inspired by that. Maybe it's a little bit.
It all seeps in. Obviously, there was there's a lot sort of politically happening in the world, but it always sort of comes through. We try and sort of focus into something positive. But I mean, we did that Demagogue song because we wanted to get the whole kind of 45 out of the way before we we didn't want to have anything to do with the record really. So yeah, let's just get this protest song out. We'll put it up for free download and yeah. So we got that out of our system, and then we sort of focused on the rest of the record.
So there's a lot of people saying now that about the rock and roll. I mean, you're new in this place. A lot of people say that hip hop is the new rock and roll because the rock and roll, like the real, is just dead. What is your position on that, or your opinion on that?
I think genre is meaningless.
Okay, that's a really great message.
It's a good point. Yeah, in the days of the internet, you know, there's so much, like everything is everywhere now, and I think you just have to make the music that inspires you and excites you, and that's what we're doing.
That's really amazing, guys. I'm really happy of being here. This is your first time, but now this is a really big festival. People is waiting for you guys because they've been waiting for a long time. So, anything you want to add for the fans here in Monterey?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing in how many hours? 4 hours or something. So yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, yeah, we've been in the US for a bit, so he's not experienced Mexican audiences yet. So I don't want to say too much.
Well, we had a show in San Diego last year, and a lot of Mexican fans came to that, and it was amazing. So if it's anything like that, we're going to be in for a treat.
There's a really big party outside, so you're going to get surprised.
There's going to be a lot more of them, I think.
Yeah, a lot more, dude. So thank you very much for this interview. It's been a pleasure for me. Ahí lo tienen, Julian y Paul, aquí en D99 Generando tus sentidos.